What's up, guys? I just wanted to make this a really, really simple and quick tutorial on your first command with Docker on Windows. I'm not even going to go over how to install it. There's a lot of other videos that can do that better than I will, and it's a pretty straightforward process anyway. I'm literally just going to be showing you, once you have it up and running, how you can interact with it and how you can install some containers for yourself. This is just a video that I wish I would have found when I first started going down this road with Docker on Windows. As you can see, I already have some containers up and running, but this is, like I said, this is square one here. You can interact with Docker through command prompt. I prefer PowerShell. It doesn't matter. You'll get the same functionality here. You can make sure that you have Docker properly installed by running just Docker, and you should see this nice list of possible commands. And like I said, it'll be a same deal on command prompt. Anyway, super simple here. So I'm gonna open up Google. Like I said, you might already have a piece of software in mind. I'm just going to use something called Seafile for today's video. But for the most part, a lot of self-hosted apps and a lot of really great stuff has a Docker container, and usually searching for it with the keyword Docker attached to it will get you what you're looking for. Anyway, in your hunt for this kind of stuff, you're going to see this kind of thing, right? It's obviously a Docker command. There's different versions based on what it is that you're going to do. This one is showing you how to do it with an SSL certificate, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, I just want to show you literally how to run this right here in a, hopefully smarter way than I was starting off. So if I just take that and plop it in, nothing's going to work there. So I like to open up something like Notepad++, right? And it took me forever to realize this, and you might laugh about it, but this video is probably not for you. These little backslashes here, Windows doesn't read that. This is assuming that you have a Linux system. Don't expect everyone to assume that you're on Docker for Windows. It's pretty it's part of the minority, I would say. Anyway, all this is doing is it's telling the screen that you're punching your text into to continue the string instead of having to make it look like this, and just make it really long. So what you can do to get the same kind of functionality is I like to come in here and replace it with that backtick. It's that key right above your tab key on your keyboard on the left-hand side there. What that does is, you obviously want to make sure you're not going to be replacing, anything that's a file path or whatnot. But long story short, PowerShell can get the same functionality by using that backtick character, right? So now I can take this. You're obviously going to want to go through and make sure that, there's going to be, in everything that you run, there's going to be some variables that you need to decide for yourself. But, and in this case, I need to change this port thing. But not really important. Now if I take that and punch it in, you're going to get this string, and that's usually a great sign. You don't get any errors. You come back over. The one that we just created was Seafile, right? We got the green up and running. That doesn't always mean that it's ready to go. So don't freak out if it doesn't work right away. The Docker dashboard's pretty handy. It gives you this nice little open in browser thing. It's a good way to oversee all of your containers in one go. So if I open this up, there we go. I just installed a container. It's probably not set up the way I want it to be, but you get the picture.